Hey, Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles.
I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping this bottle. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the piano chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name up who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands that me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Smith going to look to throw right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray on the move to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second down and goal. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissling. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Geno now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Steps away to his left. Dumps it off to Mixon. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Steps away. He's got his tight end fan. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Greg Dortch back deep.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray being chased out left. And this pass broken up. Down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The final shot here before break. Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a visiting message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They'll try and run for it with Connor. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Murray and company going for it on 4th.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mixing up the middle. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Now this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Smith. Keeps himself upright. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Smith's throw taken in by Green here.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Play fake. Murray out to his left.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Geno. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And this one is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith.
And that'll be taken in downfield by Green.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now it's Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Buying time, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Murray to throw. Forced out to his left.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Cards are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Cardinals, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time.